Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We're kicking off our holiday guide with two action figures from DC Collectibles. They've hooked us up with the DC Icons Superman and DC Icons Batman. Now, we've seen these figures before in a 7-pack with the, well, pretty much major characters of the DC universe, but now they are available in solo form. You can go get them now in stores. Basically, the figures are their representation at the beginning of DC Rebirth. Pretty good detail, without really any extras. This is kind of the basic figures that you can get. So we're going to open up, we're going to show off each one, and talk about them a little bit, and kind of give our verdict as to the figure. Now, what's nice is you can go now get these solo. Before, it was a big pack with 7 of the major characters from DC Comics. So, you know, it was pretty much an all-or-nothing situation, but now you can get them by themselves and, you know, not have to pick up any other figures. These are, I think, limited edition, so they might be a little bit harder to get, but you shouldn't have any problem getting them in stores currently. And get this tape off. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, the figure's pretty solid. I know a lot of folks will be miffed because it's not the, you know, classic Superman, but that's not what this is supposed to be. There's tons of other figures out there of the classic Superman. This is supposed to be the DC Rebirth Superman. Now, I actually think what's really fascinating is, you know, this figure just came out. I mean, this was just released a little bit ago. The 7-pack was a while ago. But already the costume for Superman has shifted over the months. While the belt's still there, he's back with his red boots. And I'd say it kind of looks like more of a traditional Superman costume. First test is always the stand-up test. This figure passed pretty good in that department. Let's go with the details. Now, obviously, I got to score this on the Rebirth outfit and how well it copies that. So, boots are looking pretty solid. This is the design of the boots. The belt in particular is, I think, what stands out and is the thing that's going to be kind of iconic about this costume design. It's a very different belt. You know, obviously, it doesn't have the red shorts, which is fine. I was not a huge fan of the red shorts anyways. I always thought it was a little outdated and silly looking. Kind of dig the belt myself. And I kind of like the in-between that we've got going on between the classic outfit and the, well, new 52 outfit, which is now the current Rebirth outfit. You know, beyond the belt, it's all about the shield, right? The shield's kind of, you know, you're going to need to get that down perfect for this thing to really stand out. And I think the shield on this is fantastic. I don't know how well it comes off in this video, but it's slightly raised off the chest. And, you know, of course, the S looks solid. I mean, the design is great. The size is right. The size on the chest is right. And, you know, let's talk about the face of Superman. I think it's just a good version of that. You know, it's very recognizable. He's got the curl at the top. It's always about the curl for me, and I think that's one of the most iconic things beyond the S of Superman. What's even nicer, you could probably see it on this video, is the curl does stand out a little bit from the head. So there is a space, and it is an actual curl. And, you know, this is one, he doesn't look angry, he doesn't look mean or pissed or anything like that. He's kind of got this, like, slight smirk to it. This is a somewhat friendly Superman, which is good. We don't need mean and angry. Of course, with the cape, is off his kind of the chest. It grows out of the suit as per the design now, and he's kind of got these, like, I don't know, bracelets, what do we want to call it? I don't know what you would call that exactly. Trim. That it looks pretty good. The cape itself is like a rubber-ish material and flows really well. I think you can see it, like me moving around. It's been moving pretty solid. And of course, the S on the back of that is looks fantastic if you ask me. And there's I mean, the coloring's a little bit messed up on this one, but generally I think this is a really solid interpretation. Okay, so now we've gone over the look of everything. Let's go with the movement test. So we can see the ankle moves up and down really well, pivots a little bit side to side, not a little bit, a lot. Kind of upper leg does not turn, but the knees bend really well. We got the good movement at the hips. I'm not having issues that we've seen a couple of figures lately where the legs are popping off or things are kind of loose. It does have that little like hip dysplasia thing going on that we've noticed. As far as the chest, it's got a little bit of movement, not a whole lot. The waist does not move, so it can't twist, but the chest can kind of move up and down. The arm has got tons of movement. You can see it here. Shoulder, it moves as a ball. Then there's kind of the upper arm twists, elbow, and then the wrist, of course, twists, and the hand. So I'm pretty sure you could probably pop in other hands from other sets if you wanted. And then we've got the head, who's got full movement up and down, left and right as far as that. So that's good. So let's give it another stand test after me messing around with it. Pretty solid. Can get some good poses out of it. I mean, that thing's been posing in a great way, I think, this entire video so far. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Alright. So far, so good. I'm liking the Superman. I think this is a really solid figure. You can get this for probably about like 18 bucks. They retail, I think, for 28 a piece. This one I've seen in various places around $18. So it's the cheaper of the two figures. And, you know, for me, I think this is a good representation of Superman for hardcore fans. So if you've got a person that is a fan of Superman, this is one you might want to pick up. This could be a good stocking stuffer for them. Let's see here. Now we got Batman. Be the Batman, people. Now, I actually really like this version of Batman's outfit. His costume, I think, is a great version combo of some of the classic looks and the modern Rebirth look. I think this version of the bat symbol is really, really cool, if you ask me. I really like the black with the yellow outline. Alright. We're going stand test. Very little effort. Batman standing on his own. Alright. Let's see what else we got. As far as outfit, boots are actually underneath. The boots look like they've kind of got treading on the side. There's none underneath, but it's kind of on the side, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a nice eye fake a little bit. The boot itself, though, it's slightly raised. I don't know how well that comes off in the video, but it looks like boots that you would put on over your pants. Of course, the belt is solid as solid can be. It's stuck on, like you can't move it around, which is totally fine. But this is a good depiction of the belt from the comics. Get a little bat butt there, some little muscle on the butt. That's great. Yeah, I think that's actually interesting, kind of, that I just brought up the muscle on the butt. The thing I'm immediately noticing about this figure is the muscles. There are veins popping out. There is a lot of that everywhere. We don't see that in the Superman figure, which is interesting, but you can see it in the Batman figure. You can see like there's a vein coming on his right arm, on his left arm, towards the top of his arm. It's a little veiny. His legs look a little bit more veiny. It seems to me that, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's the plastic or the coloring. It actually looks like it's kind of sculpted in. There's like a little bit of a bunching at the top. The abdomens themselves kind of look like a little bit more muscly. It's really interesting. It's small details, but I'm noticing it, and I think it stands out to me. The gauntlets on the arms, of course, look fantastic. Looks like it's actual like gloves that you'd put on that's slightly raised from the rest of the arm. And of course, it's kind of got, I don't know what the proper terms are of these things. And then, you know, we're going to the actual bat symbol itself. It's not raised like Superman. It shouldn't be. But I think the coloring is really solid. It's done well. It's nice, crisp. The yellow with the black, it looks great. And then let's go a little bit higher up. And the cowl itself. I like this cowl design because it's kind of got this underpiece to it and then the top cowl on top of it. So you get slight amount of skin in between. It's a really small detail, but for some reason it kind of makes the cowl for me. I don't like it just completely black. Something doesn't look right to me when it looks like that. The eyes are white, which is great. The detail on the nose and the face, I mean, this is straight up Batman. As far as the cape, it looks pretty good. It's got that slight purplish hue underneath, and then black on the outside. You can see there's a slight color difference. And yeah, I mean, this is a solid figure if you're asking me when it comes to the details and the coloring. Movement, Same with Batman. The leg, or the foot, is pivoting. This one has, yeah, I mean, it pivots up and down a little bit. We've got the knees, the hips, the waist has the same amount as Superman. The arms, a little bit more limited because of the cowl, but not much. And then, you know, wrists can move. They're a little stiff, but they can definitely move. Big difference is the head. Actually, it's got pretty much the same movement as Superman. I don't think there's that much difference. That looks a little goofy, though. That looks a little weird. Yeah. I think this is a solid figure, and overall, these two together are cool additions to anyone's action figure collection. They're really nice depictions. I think they do the Rebirth design really, really well. So I gotta recommend them. I think there would be great, maybe like stocking stuffers for Christmas, or a little gift on the one of the nights of Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. If you've got a DC Comics fan, especially Batman and Superman in the group, go check this out. You can go get these. It should retail anywhere from like $18 to $28. You can of course get these at comic book shops. Go check your local comic book shop to see if they got them. Go support that first. We'll have affiliate links underneath this video where you can buy it from there. We're going to go try to find some a whole bunch of options for you so you can get some different pricings. And this is just the first video. We're going to try to do like pretty much at least one video every day, and so I know it's pretty ambitious for the next month or so. We're going to have a few days off here and there to do some other videos, but we're going to have tons of holiday gift guides for you, not just in video, but on our site at graphicpolicy.com. You can follow us every single day at graphicpolicy.com on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. As always, thanks for watching, and thanks DC Collectibles for hooking us up with these two. Until next time, happy holidays, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.